Hello, I'm Lola, and welcome back to this next part of Mass Effect Andromeda. Happy New Year as well. I'm filming this, it'll be released later because I've got some previous parts still to post or upload, but I am filming this on New Year's Day morning, because I've got the day off work, and yeah, we're just going to continue. It has been a little while since I've played, because the previous parts were before Christmas, now this is after the New Year, so it's sort of been over a week since I last played, although the parts will be not released in that time. Anyway, we were on the Aya planet, weren't we? We had some additional tasks in the market area, I think. Yeah, to get like better familiarised with the lore here so we can trade. And Angaran, Arbiter in Aya's marketplace, I always want to say Aria, advises you to learn the laws and customs of a people. She has directed you to visit 2 other arbiters in the city for more information. So I think we'll do that before we do anything else. I've also leveled up, I've just realised. What do we want to do? Can we put any more in our auxiliary system? I think so. It increases the duration of the user ongoing tech powers. Oh, that's the whole system. Tech duration. I'll go with duration. Oh, I can level up everyone, because I'm in the, like, I've not got a party out with me, have I? That's cool. Okay, we'll do that. Cora. Put one in your shield boost. 150% restoration, shield restore duration. Yeah, why not? God, there's going to be some people I haven't taken out in a while. Like Vetra, for example. Jesus. Can't do that, I don't think. Unavailable until you complete the personal quest for Vetra. Okay. Put some in defense. Yeah, we'll do that. Physical training. Resistance bonus. That's the same. Can't do that. It also requires power armor for the top one. It's going to be interesting because we don't equip our companions, but I guess it's a personal quest thing. We'll increase the weapon damage. Yeah, so you can't do a lot of these higher tier things then until we do some personal quests. Do duration. Drac. Yeah, again, not taking Drac out for a bit. Some points to spend. Blood Rage. Plus 33% melee. Yeah, I'll do that. I thought so. Rank 6 is going to be locked then on most of them. Area damage, area force, damage rate. We'll do area. Plus 40% damage versus armor. We're going to have to do the personal quest pretty soon then, because I won't have many points to spend. And PB. How many have I got for PB? 23, damn. Damage per... defense debuff. Invasion now infects up to 3 enemies near the target. I like that. More enemies the better. Plus 25% damage, radius. I'll increase the distance. And Leon, we brought him out quite... Yeah, he doesn't have too many points to spend, so we brought him out quite recently. Okay. And we've also got some Codex, haven't we, that we've not read some Codex in a while. Should we do any species? We'll do the Angara, because we're in the area. Lost Colony Worlds. The Scourge disaster sent Angaran civilization into a dark age. Records of their golden era of technological advancement and proliferation through space only survived as oral history, making it difficult to separate truth from legend. Nevertheless, Angora believed they had colonised numerous planets across the cluster before the Scourge's devastation left them cut off from each other for centuries. As isolated Angoran worlds gradually rebuilt their technology and redeveloped space programs, the first mission was re-establishing contact with other lost colonies. A few such planets form the coalition that now fight the Ket. The question remains if more Angoran worlds are still hidden by the Scourge awaiting rediscovery. If they do exist, it's impossible to know what stage of development these worlds are at, what help they might offer against the Ket, and whether they will accept the Initiative's presence in the Helios cluster. Should we do economics as well? Angora rely on participatory mixed economy, applying elements of socialism, capitalism, and an informal barter system. The exact means of market control, we'll learn this as well, we need to know this, varies on a contextual basis, reflecting the needs of a civilization, primarily focused on its survival. Basic goods and services deemed essential to life are provided as fundamental rights, with citizens voting annually to determine exact resource allocations. Advanced personal technology or luxury items are acquired through a state-controlled capitalist market. Producers and vendors are licensed by the government and monitored by arbiters to ensure that they don't negatively impact essential services. Within families and tight-knit organisations like the Resistance, individual members freely trade goods and services without using currency. Value placed upon something can vary wildly according to a person's needs. Disputes over barter trades are rare, as Angora take a long-term and generous view of economic interactions with each other. Okay, that'll do for now. The journey so far as well, crew like no other. Despite her no-nonsense demon, Cora seems to enjoy flirting. Oh, yes, she does. Liam continues to confide about his hopes and doubts for the Initiative and people of Helios. You're becoming close friends. She confided in you when Sid and Vetra's father abandoned them. She had to raise Sid alone. Her life has been spent keeping her sister safe and giving her the best life possible in the circumstances. If the Initiative fails Vetra, it will have failed Sid. She refuses to accept that outcome. You and Jill are forging a close bond, and he's confiding in you and exploring major life issues. That's good. You and Suvi have also spent some time talking about your respective families. Suvi's parents were both academics and inspired her to begin her journey in science. Jill appreciates the time you've spent with him, learning about him and his people. He's also incredibly grateful for the part you played in rescuing the Mushai. He really likes that you took his advice in the Ket facility. Angora, don't hide their feelings. Your friendship will grow. Nice. So I'm definitely on for a Cora romance, I think. Some missions as well to pick up here, and Citizen Forum. This is quite quiet, this dialogue.
What if they're slaves? It doesn't matter. Exaltation is just another word for how the Ket kill us.
And if you're wrong? If we've been killing for them without realizing it?
I saw a Ket up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
They want to confuse you. Our all Ket aren't alike. They want to confuse you.
The Ket weaponize their victims to make you hesitate.
And when the Ket begin to exalt your people, what will you do then?
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder.
It's not much help then.
The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me.
Okay, where do I actually need to head to? There's a quest there from a Vela. Okay, well, we'll head to the quest and then we'll speak to the Arbiter. Oh, hi, Liam. And Drac as well.
Half the Angara are thankful, half are even more suspicious.
Let's try not to make it worse.
Don't worry about me. They're busy glaring at Cora for some reason.
Why Cora?
Let me tell you about Red Call.
For some reason, the audio is really quiet, or is that just me? I've not changed anything. Everything's like... as high as it can be. Must just be the area with the background talking as well.
Helping the Moshai opened a lot of doors around here. Most Angara still keep their distance, though.
You definitely stick out, yeah.
Well, you are a bit of an eyesore.
Speak for yourself. When I saw my first human, I couldn't understand how you keep your blood inside. Skin that thin.
I mean, fair enough. Oh, there was something to scan, wasn't there? Food processing equipment.
I hear he had a thing for the repository's curator. Never went anywhere. She's just as thick.
Oh, Jesus. Jarl?
You're hopeless. Where's that shuttle?
I don't know who's talking, but damn. Everyone likes a bit of Jarl then.
Ryder, you are the subject of a detailed scan by an Angara standing nearby.
Maybe I should introduce myself.
Speak to the Angara who scanned you? Who scanned me?
Ryder, take a break and enjoy the view.
Where's this quest as well? Oh, you? Did you scan me? Not that. You. I can't. There we are.
Hello there.
I'm working.
You scan Aya's first alien visitor without permission, then blow me off? Come on.
Curiosity doesn't imply a desire to interact.
Yeah, but
Noted.
still permission to scan.
What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
Who are you?
You haven't even told me your name.
Evfra, biological researcher. This is my home.
What do you hope to find?
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
Okay, well, fine.
I can't fault you for being curious. Scan away.
I didn't think you'd comply.
I'm full of surprises.
That you are.
Oh,
When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
Angara V family.
I've spent long enough around your people to understand what family means to you.
You only see the surface. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
Who knows?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren.
Oh, wow.
I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Damn. Well, okay. Bit rude, but fine. 23 grandchildren. Is it in here then, the quest or not?
Did you look at the internal structure?
Yeah.
I couldn't even get it open. It locked me out.
So I was right. It is Remnant. Oh, you're here. Welcome to my favorite place in the galaxy.
Hi. Again.
Pavawa, I'm glad they finally let you into the city. You deserve it. This is Aya's Cultural Museum and History Archive. It's small, but you've already made it brighter. Pathfinder, I've been studying the helmet you found, and it's got me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
Oh yeah, this is the one I can flirt with. I need details.
I can't agree without knowing what you want from me.
Of course, that's only fair. I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed, areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this: if you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
Oh,
That's
sure,
it.
okay.
Keep me in mind as you explore, and bring me anything of interest.
Which worlds?
It'd help if I knew where to look.
Any planet could contain something of potential value. My people traveled far. I know that doesn't answer your question, but just keep your eyes open for me.
Why not come with me?
You're the expert. Can't you just come with me?
I'd like to, more than anything, but I'm needed here. My predecessor trusted me to stay and carry on his work, to find answers. No matter how much I miss the adventure, I have a responsibility here.
Sounds easy enough.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
Oh, you should give me a tour. No, thank you. Impressive museum.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
I'll get going.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Search for Vold. Search Vold for an Angaran relic. Okay, Vold. Until recently, we knew this was a Ket tool, but didn't understand its purpose. Scholars have recently determined it's used in the exaltation of our people. Though it may be difficult to look at, it's important to learn and understand exaltation to protect ourselves and our loved ones. I'll speak to you first. Nalon.
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
What do you do?
What's your job around here?
Aylin and I help Evfra with her studies. I specialize in restoration.
So you make relics look new?
Do as I can. I'm not a miracle worker, no matter what Evfra says. She'll praise Ellen and I to anyone who will listen. Never had a supervisor like that before.
I'll leave you to it.
Okay, sounds good. This thing. Angaran space helmet. In the time before the Scourge, Angaran pilots wore helmets while covering the vast distances between planets. It's speculated that remnant technology was used in the helmet's construction, attracting the Scourge's attention. Ah, that's not good, is it? Looks like a lyrium dagger from Veilguard. Angaran dagger. This dagger dates back nearly 4 centuries to the time just after the Scourge appeared. Faced with a technological dark age, our ancient ancestors learned to fight and hunt without the use of advanced weaponry. So basically, medieval weapons. Mother, you wouldn't believe all that's happened since Pathfinder Ryder landed on Aya. I'm sure you know about the Mos Ei's rescue, but I suspect you've only heard of the official version. Evfra and his resistance like to claim credit for bringing her home, but I know for a fact they never could have accomplished it without the Pathfinder. People fear these new aliens will turn out to be like the Ket. Don't listen to them. I feel in my spirit they've come to help, and you know I'm always right about these things. I wish you could see some of the interesting relics we found on Haval and elsewhere. I'll bring images next time I visit. Also, I'm not seeing Atu anymore. It was nothing particular that ended things. We're just too different. Room for me? I guess no, I won't romance her. Don't worry, my work still brings me all the happiness I need. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, exhibit. I don't think I've not been in here, have I? Excavation from Haval. Archaeologists on Haval recently discovered what they believe are pieces from the oldest structure as yet found on the planet. These fragments were literally rooted by mutating vegetation rising from an underground cavern. Though the exact cultural nature of this find remains unknown, teams of researchers have recently established a permanent dig site to search for more clues. Remnant device. While we can't know for certain, theories about this remnant device suggest its function may be to convert rock and sand into nutrient-rich soil. Nothing on that stand. Can I bring stuff back and display it? This pottery fragment is believed to be a ceremonial decoration from the ancient temple of Haval, temples of Haval. Hey, you? I don't know your name. Elhin?
I've heard so much about you. Is it true you entered a vault on Eos?
Yeah.
Sure is.
Amazing. I would have liked to see that.
Are you a relic hunter like Evfra?
Actually, I started as an
Yeah, hopefully the
engineer.
one I bring back for her, or the
Mos Ei's
ones
requested
will be
my
displayed
help
here.
cracking encryption on a remnant ship she found. Eventually, that led me to the repository. I've been handling data encryption here ever since.
So you like working here, or
I
you
take it
work
you help
here?
run this place.
Nalan and I are Avela's assistants. It's been strange getting used to that.
Why?
Avela's
Yeah,
much
she's young,
younger
isn't she?
than
She was
the
an
previous
apprentice
curator.
before.
She has a lot more energy. Sometimes I have to remind her to take a break. She's too passionate for her own good.
I do like Evela.
I'll
I
let you get
would
back to it.
definitely consider her romance if she was someone I saw more. I just feel like it's not really going to amount to much. Not that it's not going to be a proper relationship, just that because we're not out and about, there'll be no like dialogue or cutscenes. I'm not sure how much the companions will react to it. So yeah, I figured I'd go with someone that's actually on my team. But she is cool. I quite like her. PB, have a chat.
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
Ah, you've been drinking. What's wrong? Have you been drinking?
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
PB really
Steady
reminds me of
now.
Sarah from
That
Inquisition.
stuff must have a slow absorption
I don't know why.
rate.
I think I've said this.
Whoops. Oh, Ryder. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
What did you expect?
It didn't occur to you there'd be indigenous species here? Sentients with a rich history, leading full lives?
I guess.
Even so, the Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point
Yeah,
there.
we have been out
Bet
to explore.
nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
Good. Don't sweat it.
You're fine, PB. We all need to cut loose once in a while.
That's awfully understanding of you, Ryder. You're a good egg. I think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
That's good to hear. I'm liking PB a little bit more. It's taken me a bit to warm to her, but I do like her. Though we don't have much about the Remnant or its creators, we've determined the Remnant were present in Helios long before our people. The Remnant's purpose appears to be the same as the planetary vaults, to transform a world into a thriving, beautiful paradise. Before the arrival of Pathfinder Ryder in Revolution 826, modern attempts to interact with the Remnant have been unsuccessful, but we've been able to coexist with them peacefully here on Aya. And though we know little about our pre-Scourge ancestors, evidence points to a grand, multi-planet society with sophisticated technology. Many recent discoveries indicate our ancestors even travelled vast distances between systems. Though we have no way of knowing for sure, most scholars theorise our people's early success was due to the use of remnant technology. Can I go deeper? Oh no, I think I've just gone out. What was that I was looking for? I'm going in all the... I'm just missing what I need to do. It's that one I needed to go to speak to, so let's head back. Oh, that's a fast travel. Good to know. Fast travel unlocked, actually. I always forget I've not been able to see any of this because I didn't have... I wasn't allowed to until we helped.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Okay. It's not actually in here I need to be. But I will come back. Here we are.
Heard you were coming. I prepared a data pad on our laws regarding war.
Learn them.
Okay. On proper conduct of war against the Ket, though we face an enemy that will not stop with our entire 240... I'm glad I don't have to read all of these. Jesus Christ. But it's implied that I've read 241 pages of this. Bloody hell. Though we face an enemy that will not stop until our entire civilization ceases to exist, it's important we not abandon the principle of basic morality. The Ket must be defeated, but not at any cost. It won't matter if our future generations can live without fear of death or enslavement, if that freedom is achieved through genocide or other barbaric crimes. I'm so glad I don't have to read all that, but it's implied Ryder has, and rest in peace, my guy. Cool, that's done. Thankfully. I've got the other one to do pretty soon, but I'm just having a little look around. Rasky? Can I chat? Or is it...
Move Team Vayon to replace them? No, 69 is still unstable.
We out of food in 2 days. Out of ammo in 3. They have to fall back.
Sounds like you've got trouble.
Too many Ket, not enough resistance. Have a team that's been in the field for 6 months without resupply.
Ouch.
They won't come in. Say they're close to taking down a Ket outpost, but I don't know.
Send backup?
If they could do it alone, they would have by now. Send reinforcements.
Hitting the enemy in one place leaves us vulnerable elsewhere. But you're right. This is the hardest part of my job. Thank you for the advice, Pathfinder.
You're welcome. Got all this. Damn. Some beautiful scenery in this game. Oh, should I talk to Evfra right now? This won't advance the main quest, will it? Because I've got some side stuff to do first. Just getting that away. Again, playing in Andromeda, my fan on my computer, you can't hear it as much because I've got like a noise cancellation setting in my recording, but goddamn is it always loud when I'm playing this game. It just eats up the computer. No, take the shuttle to the vault. We just need to go to the vault. Okay. We'll have a quick talk with him.
I expect you to take good care of Jarl out there.
I will. I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exaltation.
Is that Littlefinger? Knowledge is power. Power is power. Sorry. Littlefinger and Cersei there. I am tempted to say that. Oh, I'm just going to pull a Littlefinger right now.
The more we understand the Ket, the easier it'll be to hurt them.
The more I know, the more I want to hurt them. What do you need?
I need you. Now. No.
What's your story?
Imagine I could romance Evfra.
You're
no.
not getting my personnel file.
Fine.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to
You're giving me low gain. Low gain vibes.
There are more dead Ket than resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
Fine, fine. The governor?
What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
An ex?
I can always count on Paaran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her?
She holds her own. Not many do.
Initiative?
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative. Sounds so unthreatening. Like a city planner meeting.
That's kind of what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with rifles on their shoulder.
Depends on the city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build something here.
That's what invaders always say. At first.
We're not invaders.
Of course.
I mean, I do get his point. We have basically uprooted everything, but we are
There's no
also helping.
Angaran military? Just the resistance?
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Ket mostly. The rest fell to internal strife. We kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized, poorly supplied, leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the resistance real.
A lot to say. Security?
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not resistance?
Aya police. Purely ornamental. Gives us the appearance of
Fair.
civilization.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, the resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it?
Doesn't like that. Leadership?
How did you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Ket
Ouch.
slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
I do give optimist energy.
How is the resistance organized?
Not in real life,
Loosely,
but my character
we
certainly does.
operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds. If the Ket capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
Victories?
What success have you had against the Ket?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years.
Damn.
But that's just a number.
Still good though.
Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
Fine. And the cat.
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Their origins?
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is,
But
they don't visit.
And they are you, aren't they? You do know that. Or they're mutations of
They
Angora,
can't mind
right?
as monsters. They must care about something.
Howard?
Slaves, resources, power.
Yeah.
Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. They treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's
Bit cult-like.
genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
And their tactics?
Do the Ket have a favorite strategy? Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
Fair. Well, thanks for the chat.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Communications terminal. The Kadara port. Things are as bad as we thought. The deserters don't care about anyone but themselves. Recruitment efforts have found zero traction. Ironically, we've had better luck gaining support from the new aliens. Yeah. A small group pledged to support the resistance and alert us future activity on Kadara. Seems unlikely the enemy would give up on the planet so easily, but maybe the presence of these new aliens have confused them. Regardless, I recommend we abandon recruitment efforts and instead focus on infiltration of the local population using deep cover agents. I'll submit a list of candidates in my next report. On Vold, severe whiteout conditions have made casualty confirmations difficult. Expect these numbers to be adjusted in the next update. Hopefully they'll be lower. Ket ambushed a night patrol in the Lundaran crevasse. 3 dead, 2 wounded, 1 missing. Squad missing outside Techix, presumed captured. We went there, didn't we? 4 missing. Sniper caught an avalanche on the southern slope, presumed dead, 1 missing. A shuttle suffered mechanical failure. Made hard landing on Steen Ridge, 2 wounded. Argument in the barracks, got out of hand, 1 wounded, mostly in his pride. End report. People are getting nervous. Commander Detajav. No one questions your thinking, and we all understand that the circumstances we're facing are unprecedented. However, you should know that people are talking in the barracks about these new Nexus aliens. Setting aside how they look, smell, and behave, how can we be expected to trust these things with access to our most secure world? On behalf of my unit, we submit that the so-called Pathfinder crew shouldn't be permitted to roam the city without an escort. We're keeping close watch on them, don't worry, we're not letting them see us, but it would be easier if we could assign a guard to each visitor whenever they're on Aya. We hope you consider this option. Respectfully, Buller. I mean, I get it, but also give us a chance, like, we are helping. Okay, there's the bit downstairs that I didn't end up going in. I had to decontaminate myself for.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
Oh, the infirmary. Okay. Olvek. Just having a chat. If I can... There we are.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
Iron beds?
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged ion gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
Bioelectricity?
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat.
Useful.
I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar. Kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
And anger and medicine?
If Jal takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jal is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Sounds good.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
Definitely worth it. Ouch.
Everything's fine, Toshi. Stop worrying.
Well, damn. These are the police then. The so-called people who watch. Ah, so these are my headquarters. Okay.
Ryder.
Hey, Cora.
Getting lots of stares. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
Any advice?
Got any tips on navigating an alien society?
Be yourself, but your best self. Listen and be polite about scanning your food. Though that's good advice in general.
Quartermaster?
Pathfinder, Evfra cleared you to purchase weapons. Over my objections.
I'm only here to help. It's okay to mistrust me. No, I'm only here to help.
Anything I buy will be used to fight Cat.
You fight our enemy, but you're not one of us.
Yeah, yeah. Get lost. Okay. What are we doing? Do you have any decent weapons? Pretty good one. You're just a weapon facility then, that's fine. Should buy a couple of mods. I don't know what I have and what I don't, but we'll buy a couple just to, you know. Got a load of money, so might as well compare. That's good. Saying that, it does do more damage, but naff rate of fire, and I'd rather have more rate of fire. No, I think we're alright. Anything to sell before I... Oh, never mind. I'll sell at a different place, it's fine. Can I can't jump. It doesn't let me jump. So, fine. We'll go back then to the other place we need to go to learn more. Up here, maybe? Really random, but I had a dream the other night about being in the Citadel with all the... Is it the Keepers? nothing happened, but I was just like walking around surrounded by keepers. It was a bit of a weird one. Anyway, just thought I'd say.
My schedule is full. I know for a fact she takes a break at the same time every afternoon. That's her time, Arbiter, not yours. I don't know how I'm expected to do my job under these constraints. Improvise.
I will come around to speak. Speak to the person for the mission first. If it allows me. Hello?
Pathfinder? As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
This sounds like the voice of Gil, Renly Baratheon. It might not be.
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Like messages from the docks, market, Tavatan, and the Resistance. Okay, that's fine. You always have to stand this side for some reason.
Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Oh my god. 1 of 5,983. Oh my god. Governing citizens of Aya revised. I thought 200 and something was a lot. As defined by the first founders of Aya, this world and all who live on it agree to abide by the laws, customs and regulations of a civilized society that has existed for centuries on other worlds. These rules of conduct ensure a voice for each family within our society and gives them certain unavoidable rights. That's done. All good. What's in here? Just having a little explore. Console. Meeting notes. Governor Paaran wants to open the Southern Valley region to development with goal to provide refugees with permanent homes. Believes we're already at risk of overcrowding and harming local ecosystem. Votes to use land strictly for food production. Proposes compromise solution to construct orbital habitats using Nexus technology. Refugees would rotate between Nexus surface and orbital habitats using lottery system. Disagrees with accepting initiative help and especially tech. Points of the black hole will make orbital construction projects difficult, may attract notice of Ket patrols. Final vote delayed to Novaya Bav. We need a better home for our people. Vold is fallen, Haval remains unstable, and Aya is too small to support of all of us. Is Kadara port an option? Do we even dare to attempt reconciliation? We've not been to Kadara, have we yet? New place, maybe? Oh, it's you. You're the main person.
The Moshai will be waiting for you at the vault.
While I'm here, maybe we can talk?
Of course. I owe you that. When I first escorted you through our city, I wasn't sure it was the right thing, but you proved I was wrong to doubt. No, more than that. You didn't have to save the captives from exaltation. I wonder if you realize what that meant to us.
We are here to help.
We're in this together. The initiative wants to help.
I want to believe it. You're so different from the Ket. What can I do for you?
Get to know you.
So, what do you do for fun around here?
The Tavatan is a popular spot for recreational activity.
Right, but what do you do? Can't work all the time.
Productivity is the best form of relaxation.
Are you sure?
It's also a great way to get stressed out.
You sound like my brothers. All 10 of them.
10?
10?
And 8 sisters. They're not allowed to bother me at work.
Family?
10 brothers and 8 sisters. You have a big family.
I've always thought of it as average. How many siblings do you have?
Just one. My sister, Sarah.
What happened to the others?
Our parents only had 2 children. Underachievers.
That sounds relaxing.
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
When
I don't
my
have a
family
sibling
gets
myself,
together,
so...
The noise is like standing next to our largest waterfall. My mother says I became governor, so people would have to listen to me.
Is she right?
Always.
Governor.
What's it like
I
being
like this
responsible
governor.
for a whole planet?
I suspect it's like being the Pathfinder. Some days it's a burden. Most of the time, I know I'm where I should be.
How did you become governor? Do your people elect leaders by popular vote?
If by vote you mean argue loudly until one candidate remains, then yes. I got here because I was willing to endure and fight for the obligations that come with my office.
Relationships? Oh my god, I can flirt with her.
I sense tension between your government and the resistance. Who's actually in charge?
Evfra likes giving orders, right until the actual work of running a city starts. The resistance is good at protecting us from the Ket, but our people need more. I've learned to indulge Evfra's need for control, just often enough to maintain my own.
Should I? I'm gonna do it.
Is there time
She's
in your
interesting.
busy schedule to meet someone special?
Everyone is special to me, in their own way.
Not what I meant.
Oh. No, that isn't a priority right now. Someday, maybe.
Fair enough. And Evfra? Not sure what to make of
I'm hoping you can get
Evfra.
me on Evfra's good side.
If I knew how to do that, my job would be much simpler.
Sometimes it seems like you two don't get along at all. And other times...
He's a brilliant tactician and inspiring leader. We just disagree on what's best for our people. He believes secrecy and isolation keep us safe.
What do you believe?
We can't defeat the Ket alone. And neither can
Yeah, I'm
your
more inclined to believe her.
I have a few questions about your culture.
I'm happy to answer them.
So much here, Aya.
Aya seems important to the Angara.
Aya is paradise. This world is a gift.
It is a beautiful place.
We created the Vassals so everyone could enjoy this place, if only for a short time.
I heard about that. For a new person to live on Aya, someone here has to leave.
Okay.
Will you have to leave?
Someday. For now, Aya needs me.
Accents? I haven't really noticed.
I've noticed that you, Evfra, and Jal all speak with different
Yeah,
accents.
good point.
When the Scourge first struck, there were many Angaran worlds. They were separated for centuries. We developed divergent cultures and dialects. Evfra was born on Vold, and Jal is from Havarl.
What about you?
The Ket left my homeworld in ruins. Those who survived were
That's
forced
sad.
to flee. We found a refuge on Aya. My family helped settle this world.
Okay, in cities?
Don't take this the wrong way, but this isn't your only city, right?
Not at all. Vold and Havarl both have several large population
I have been there,
centers.
to both
Aya
of them.
has numerous residential areas similar to this.
Are these places open for visitors?
In time, perhaps.
Other questions? In the Mushai?
Your people revere the Moshai. What did she do to earn that?
After the Scourge, our civilization was in ruins. Those who led the rebuilding were thinkers, experts, and inventors. The Moshai is the greatest scientific mind of our generation. She led us to a new age of technological innovation.
Yeah.
When the Ket attacked,
It's also Ilaria
she
Sand,
studied their technology,
which I can't get over.
learned their tactics.
You owe your survival to her.
We owe her everything, and we'll do anything to protect her.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare, Pathfinder.
Ishari. Guessing that's goodbye. Let's do a save after all that, because I've not saved in a while and I've done a lot of talking. Right, where to next? We need to do that mission for the terminals, don't we? Messages to the Nexus. We'll toggle that, we'll do that before we crack on with the main mission, I think. Were you two just jumping? What was that? Message to the Nexus, thank you. I remember the first time I met the Mass Shie. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. She has done so much for our people. When the rumours began that she'd be caught by the Ket, and worse, killed, I lost hope for the future. You restored it, I don't care what anyone says. I believe you came to save us. Subject, go home. This is not your galaxy. You don't belong here. Anyone who thinks you're different from the Ket is a fool. I see what you are, and there are many more like me. Probably that blooming seller from the place where Cora was. She did not like us. Subject, none. If you come in peace and friendship, Pavoa. If your hearts are filled with deceit, you will lie. This is all you need to know. My name is Vajaka. My family said I could write to you. I've never met an alien before. I'd like to meet you. I think we can be friends. Is that a child? No, we're going to forward it unedited. No point editing it. She had something important to do with that human called Ryder? Really? I wonder what that's... Talking about me? Next one. Did not mean to stand in it. There we are. Let there be unity. Before the Scourge, Angora were one people. It took centuries after that disaster to find each other again, and by then we'd been divided too long. That's how the Ket were able to conquer us. The war forced us back together, but now you've upset the balance. Some don't trust you, others want to save us. Divisions are forming. If you're really here to help our people, keep our people united. Pavoa and Isharai to you all. I'm writing this in my final days. I've lived a long life that now comes to its natural end. I've known great loss and pain, but also joy and hope. I think we have that in common. My fate is to leave at a turning point in history. Part of me is angry I won't see what happens next, but I've made my peace. Whatever becomes of your people, mine and the Ket will reverberate into the lives of my great-grandchildren, and that gives me strange comfort. I know there's more to this life than war and hardship, and I've seen enough to know your people understand that too. Be well, take care of each other, change life for the better. Goodbye. We wish you peace and good fortune. Don't be deceived by the posturing of Evfra Teshav and his resistance. We are not violent people. We're scientists, inventors, artists, caretakers and explorers. This is our home, but there is room enough for us all. We told the Ket the same thing, but they don't listen. We hope you do. We didn't listen. We hope you do. No one will read this. They will, because I'm sending this to the Nexus. This message will never be read by the Pathfinder, much less reach the Nexus. We're so desperate for allies against the Ket that we're willing to make the same mistake with new aliens. This little stunt by the governor won't change anything. We might as well be screaming into the wind. I'll forward unedited again. Unless there's something truly against the Nexus, I'm not going to edit it. Back in the... I could have gone round. Back in the museum, though. Join our fight. You proved you can fight the Kets on Vold. The resistance doesn't impress easily. Stand with us. Together we will take this war to the enemy's home. I'm really uncomfortable. Sorry about that, guys. My chair was just not having it then. The resistance doesn't impress easily. Stand with us. Together we'll take this war to the enemy's home. We'll make them feel terror. We'll show them despair. We'll break the Ket, and when that's done, we'll share the reward of victory. Are you at war with each other? We've seen members of your species act with violence, greed and selfishness. We found evidence of your people attacking and stealing from one another. Why do you hurt each other when only the Ket stand to gain? If our people are slow to trust you, it's because we can't understand why some of you seem determined to hurt others. Even the Ket stand united in their cause. Why don't you? We have so much to learn. I've spent my life wondering what other beings might exist. Your people are nothing like what I imagined. I'm so glad for that. I thought I was long past being surprised in life. My sons and daughters draw pictures of you and ask me all sorts of questions. They want to know everything about you. I hope you feel the same way. There's much we can teach each other. I believe in our future. Help arrives when you least expect it, and your arrival was unexpected. You came to Aya wounded and in need, and we didn't welcome you. You went to our other worlds and helped our people overcome terrible challenges with no promise of reward or friendship. You wouldn't do that if there wasn't a goodness at your core. You want to understand and be understood. This is the start of a great alliance. I like that. That's what I feel too. And one more, I think, from the docks. Where even is the docks? Is it the fast travel point? I'm just checking if there's no other quests really, so we could head straight for the docks and then maybe go on the shuttle to the vault. Because we've spent most of this episode exploring Aya. Yeah, this is where we were allowed before, just the docks. Why are you here? What impulse drove your people to cross dark space? What have you come here for? Do you expect us to believe you're just explorers who want to live in peace? I think you fled something terrible. I think it might follow you here. I preferred the last piece, the last terminal message. Which one of your species actually controls this so-called initiative? Are you even different species or just genetic constructs customized to fill different roles? Why do you all walk on two legs like us? Is it so we'd accept you? What do you look like before you cross dark space? Keep off Haval. When I heard that you were granted permission to land on Haval, I filed a complaint with Governor Shie. That world is one of our most sacred places and it's not for outsiders. I helped there. Even the Ket keep their distance because they know we'll fight to the death to protect it. Anyone who defiles Haval will face consequences. You built ships to travel across dark space. Show us how to make them and let us retrace your path. There are no Ket where you came from. We have a generation facing extinction, but you could help us go where the enemy won't follow. We've suffered enough. Give us hope for a better life. Should I edit that? No, let's not edit any of it. Brilliant, that's all done. I don't think there's anything else on Aya other than go to Vold for the Angaran relics. These are just all on different planets, I think. So I think we'll toggle the main quest and the mail. Oh, there's also Angaran resistance fighter wishes to speak with you in Vold. Definitely need to go back to Vold, but most of the companion quests are on hold, so I think it is time to do a priority mission before we do more exploring. And we are on Aya, so it is worth doing the vault here.
Brought anyone here in over 20 years.
Oh, hi, Hilarious, and again.
There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
It's quite similar.
I think what we need to figure out is what's different. Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However,
they're not connected to each other, but to this place.
This image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian. And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected.
Okay.
And it's terraforming. Doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
I agree.
This discovery might just change everything. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where? Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't.
Okay.
Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people, and mine.
We'll find his weakness, I'll give it all I've got. I'm going to make him sorry, I'll fight for everyone. I'll fight for everyone.
No one is safe as long as he's on this hunt. I'm going to shut it down, for all our sakes.
Look at my hand. Damn.
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Evfra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there.
So we're not actually exploring this vault then? Okay. Fine. I thought it would be like a whole, you know, fight scene with everything. I'm going the wrong way. Should probably be up there. Is there a fast travel point anywhere? Is there one there? Not the infirmary. I'll go to the headquarters. Yeah, so there is one area is controlling it all. We do need to get there. But I imagine the Archon will already be there. Like, waiting for us to come, and then we'll use the Mass Effect when we're there. Because he can't not know that we've discovered this now, especially with us rooting around all the vaults on the other planets.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jarl know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
What?
I could have kept Sam to myself, you know.
This is different. Not your business.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell him the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It
Go
may
on.
be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venturev.
Must have had a motive.
The Archon wanted her knowledge of remnant tech. But why would Ven betray her?
I don't know. That's why I kept it quiet. I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Okay.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
Kadara, that
Now
was in
they're
the
all by
database,
exiles
wasn't it?
From your galaxy.
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
What is Kadara Port?
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go, exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I'll go to Kadara.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
Well,
I
tough
don't
shit.
care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll
I don't like
transmit
you.
my files on Kadara Port to your
Thanks.
ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Evfra, we're not done.
Sorry, that was a bit of an evil laugh. Level 30. Nice, I finished the main mission. Locate the planet. Oh. That's Drax's mission. Go to Kadara Port, that's the main mission. Okay, the Mashai say the Archon has a remnant map that may point the way to Meridian, but you don't know where his ship is. You must first track down the Angaran traitor Venturev on Kadara Port and learn what you can from him. Go to Kadara Port in the Govorcam system. And we also got an update on Drax's quest, I think. If we can find it. There we are. So it's no longer on hold. So I'm guessing the planet is Kadara. Scrambled security footage shows Spender exchanging something with an unknown exile on a not yet discovered world. As he continues to explore Helios, Sam will compare planetary data. So the location is probably Kadara. Okay, so we'll head back to our ship, I think. And say that. There is a quest here, which we will do. We'll fast travel to the docks, pick up this quest, then head back to our ship. Obviously do the quest if it's on this planet, but we'll see. Is it that trader again? Is it in here or around? You.
When you have a moment, we should talk. Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible. The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Voneron.
It's an honor.
It's a privilege to meet you. Tell me about yourself. I'm something of a pathfinder myself.
Okay.
I'm a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge. An astronomer? You know the safe routes out there? We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Sure.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it. I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
Sounds good. We will do that. Okay. Wrong way, I think. How the hells do I get out of here? Oh, no, it is. It is down here. I think it's time. Anything on the map? Anything else on the map before I... No, I don't think so. I think we will head... hang on a minute. Sorry, I've leveled up. I forgot. I can do my auxiliary system. I think that's kind of it then. Let's do that. Cool. So we've got all our abilities, haven't we? These are kind of the ones I want to do. Is there anything else in like combat that's a 1? Or biotics that's a 1? Not really. We'll level up the rest later. Yeah, return to the Tempest.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise? What are their expectations?
Don't be yourself. Show them respect. Don't be yourself.
I convinced them we're friends. Try not to mess it up.
I do not mess it up. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya.
Don't let them overhear you and Gil.
We'll take it from here.
Anything else on the VidCon? No? Okay. Well. We've made it. Back to the Tempest. Probably have a load of people to chat with.
Your dad was Turian? That explains so much. What's that supposed to mean?
Here we go.
You know, how uptight you are. I am not uptight.
You are a bit.
300 years old and fussing at us like a matriarch. I'm a doctor. Fussing's part of
Vetra?
I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
What about your mother?
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where'd you live?
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old.
Wow.
We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did you survive?
How did you keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
That's good, at least.
You probably have work to do.
Sad that you had to do that.
Later.
You know where to find me.
Okay. Don't actually know where anyone is at the moment. Guessing they're all in there. Oh, I don't know why I'm going back up here. All in their usual places. We could chat with Suvi and Callow.
I only wish we could have saved more.
Suvi?
Liam says he's planning a movie night.
That's the idea.
He's putting it off because it didn't seem right after seeing the exaltation facility. But now there's a delay. I had a thought. Every vid's better with snacks, right?
Indeed.
I found an Angaran recipe for these little morsels you can make from a local Helios plant, but it's rare and...
You want me to look for one?
Oh, would you? I'd love to, you know, be social and things.
Find a plant on eye for Suvi. Okay. Will do.
I don't believe it. Gil's reconfigured our entire nav
You two
array.
should just get together
O'Connell
with this
risked a dozen
lemon
spacewalks putting that in place. Damn it.
like
Callow,
banter.
don't.
Take the helm. I've had enough of this.
Like,
You
damn.
don't give a damn what my team
Oh, we're
and I
getting
went through to build
cutscene.
this ship.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning...
You don't have the right.
What's this about? Again?
All right, let's talk this out. What's going on?
I'm doing my job, and he's undoing it because... Hell if I know.
You weren't here. We had to get all kinds of new tech working in a single starship. 50-hour shifts, epiphanies, accidents. Humans can forget. Solarians can't. To me, it's all still happening. My team is here. Stripping down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
See what you're saying?
I can see how you'd feel that way.
Seriously? Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead. And they
Well,
couldn't have
yeah,
anticipated
but-
half the problems in Helios. Like the Scourge. If we don't adapt, we'll die too. Is that what you want their legacy to be?
Gutting a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
I kind of agree with Callow here. Like, I get what Gil's doing. I get completely what he says, but he's also doing it a bit too... There's no compromise with him. It's... I don't know, he's just doing it a bit too... well, as Callow said, irresponsible. And he's gutting it, not just adapting it. So I agree more with Callow, but I completely understand what Gil is doing as well. I'm gonna say
The
Callow.
Tempest has too many new systems doing new things to just adapt on the fly. If we make changes, let's make them carefully and with respect.
She's your ship. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Ryder, I know it's not... Thank you.
Okay, it's over.
Gil's probably
Let's
going to
get
like
back
me,
to work.
not like me after this, but, you know. Oh well. I turned him down anyway. Okay, so that's done. Got the tension off of it. Do need to speak to Drac, don't I? Because,
There's much to say about that facility on Vault.
There will be. But maybe not right now.
I get you, pal. Inane chatter about nothing coming up.
Nothing too deep, then.
There's always more to say and to learn, isn't there?
Personal?
Do you have a mate? A partner?
I don't. Not for a long time.
Past relationship?
Not for a long time.
I fell in love with a girl once.
Oh, okay.
Aliyah. We were young. I was young. It was my first vassal on Aya. We worked on the same farm. She was a little older. A researcher.
How much older?
I can still hear her laugh. And see her eyes. She kissed me and I was hers. Thrilled and seduced.
But it didn't work out?
My older brother came to Aya. He was already famous in the Resistance.
Oh, okay.
Where's Aliyah now? Did she and your brother work out?
Oh,
came back to
okay.
Habal,
Got with a
and
brother.
She joined our family. She became one of the mothers.
You have to see her every day?
No. They were taken by the Ket. Their children survived.
Damn.
Well, enough about that.
Yeah. More about you? Anything else?
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Of course. If I can answer them, I will.
Family?
Can you tell me about your family? Assuming you have one.
Sit down. This will take time. Is someone bringing us snacks and drinks?
Whoa, your family's that big?
I have one true mother, Sahuna, and more than 5 additional
Jesus.
mothers. And many, many, many siblings. And cousins, all raised together. Our families constantly change and evolve. Relationships come and they go. My father is gone, taken, or killed by the Ket. We never found his body.
Condolences.
I'm sorry about that, Jarl. I understand. I just lost my dad.
Something in common between aliens, then. We are fatherless, yet we fight on. Anything else you want to ask?
Career in school?
Did you always want to be a fighter? Did you study anything particular in school?
No. I don't like to talk about it. But I'm not a fighter.
Okay.
Not really. The Ket occupation creates chaos. So our education is chaotic. I'm not really anything. But that's an excuse. The truth is, I don't know what I want. Yet. For my life. At my age. I hope being here will inspire me.
I wonder how old you are in
Do Angara
like human
plan their
terms.
futures?
Are you like in your
Do you
20s?
dream about what you want to accomplish?
You put plan and dream in the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You meant to do that.
Yeah.
Angara thirst for now. We don't strive to make the future better. We strive because the present is lacking.
Okay.
Well, enough about that.
And Ket occupation?
Can you tell me more about the Ket occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
experience with the cat?
What's living under the cat been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished.
Yeah, he said he was
from my
taken.
life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
Cat arrival?
When the cat came, why didn't you fight?
Probably too many of them didn't know to fight.
Give us a reason to. Until they did.
Oh, okay.
Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that. Believe me.
And Cat and the Archon?
Have the cat always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are old enough to remember the time before the Ket. But I don't.
Is the Moshai one singular person, or is it
And
inherited?
the Archon came with them?
Like,
We
is
think so.
Ilaria Sand been alive
Resistance
for
intel on
hundreds,
that
thousands
is
of years?
Unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
I really like Jarl.
Well, enough about that.
We'll ask about Angara and then we'll head off.
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
We'll start with the Moshai.
You studied with Moshae Sepha. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She is beloved. I love her.
Love?
Really? So one of those professor-student things?
No, not that way. Moshe Sepha is 115
Oh,
of
damn.
4 years old.
Colonies?
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
Temperament?
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly, and...
Yeah, all very open books then.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
Religious beliefs?
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations.
They believe in reincarnation, don't they?
Almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you are a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated. We evolve to make our families strong. Born from what was before. Blessed
Fair enough.
to be
You believe in
better
that?
than before.
Are you a believer?
No. Yes.
I guess what we saw on
Sometimes.
was it Haval?
I don't know if it's the same for humans.
Planet's not snowy.
Sahuna, my
We
true
kind of saw a
mother,
truth to
is
that.
a firm believer.
In biology?
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
We asked the guy in the infirmary about this, didn't we?
Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
Okay, I get your point. Maybe I can find an Angara doctor to ask about your...
Well, I've already asked, haven't I?
Whatever.
Although, I used to know some facts, like the origins of our vestigial organs.
Oh, yeah. Humans have a coccyx, a vestigial tail. And I have webbed toes, just a couple, but Sarah doesn't. And she had wisdom teeth, but I didn't. Now you.
He has webbed toes.
No idea.
Damn.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jarl.
That's a
Stay strong.
revolution.
And clear.
What? Not a revolution. A revelation, should I say? Revolution. I'll read the crew board. Oh. We've read all that. Okay, well, on that note, I am going to end the episode here. It has been a very, very talky one. But But we've learnt a lot, explored Aya, talked to everyone there, talked to some of our companions. We will finish the round of companions before we head off, and then I think we might do a couple of side missions. I might even deal with that architect on Eos before we go to Kadara, where Evfra recommended. We also need to talk to Drac because his personal mission updated. But yeah, I will see you guys for the next part. Goodbye, everyone.